see the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on Sacramento. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the three. And he gets the bucket.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
And it worked to perfection, Clark, on that possession. We'll see how that plays out in terms of being a big part of their game plan. And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Here's Sacramento now. Collison, the pass to Cousins. Here's Cauley Stein. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Gay with no one around. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The drive by Gay. And Cousins gets it to go.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
The putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that great, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig, and Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Quincy Acy's checked in for Cauley Stein. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Gay can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Pass to Ibaka. To the middle. Here's Adams. Good on the shot. Adams has got his second basket.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Darren Collison. And Curry subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Singler, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Waiters. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Curry kicks to AC. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Singler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got his first 2 points.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's AC. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Thunder out in front. They're up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
And Curry has it in the corner. That misses off the backboard.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant is up there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Waiters in the small forward position. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes for Kufis. And it's Cauley Stein in for Casper. Feeds it to Bellinelli. There's the dish to Cousins. Left side Curry. 14 feet away. Bank shot. No good. You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Sacramento. Rondo comes in for Curry. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Robertson's checked in.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
The Thunder have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's tipped. And Bellinelli kicks to Gay. Out to the right wing. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Gay kicks to Bellinelli. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Kings. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gay outside. Back to Cousins. Collison dishes to Cousins. 5 on the clock. Can't hit from the low block.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
You guys mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the Kings making a change here. Acey's checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Singler in for Anthony Morrow. And for 3, Collison. And the Kings lead by 2.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
That is good. And here now the Thunder. Hangs. And the rejection by Cousins. And there's Darren Collison on the assist by Cousins. And it's a 6-point Kings lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Then McLemore, he's checked in for Darren Collison. And Curry subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson.
And Kyle Singler, basically a 3-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season. A second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game. But with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
And talking about Kyle Singler last season, Greg, good point you made. You would have thought the trade to the Thunder would have given him more minutes. You know, Clark, they were looking for floor stretching options with Kevin Durant out.
Yeah, but so late in the season, he needed to learn all the schemes, get integrated with all the other players. Those are just a few reasons why he was rarely given the chance to make an impact.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling. Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And McLemore drops them both. There's 21 seconds left here in the second. Here's Foye, and that one's good. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Caspi passes to Curry. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Five seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 1 second left. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Sacramento as they wrap up the second quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. The second half just about to get going here. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. We're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
Kevin Durant has been getting it done. 10 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Rudy Gay is up there with Paulie Stein. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Collison in the 2 spot. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Thunder trailing by 6. And Ibaka kicks to Roberson. It's deflected. There's the bucket. Good. Adams has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Kings making a change here. Ellenelli's checked in. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Kings leading now by 4.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the 2-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
You just got to love that determination.
Roberson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
To the inside, and finished off by Westbrook.
Yes. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this guy.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Gay. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Now here's Gay. He's got 9. Corner shot. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Caspi, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Quincy Ace has come in for Rudy Gay. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Curry subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Clock at 4. Here's Cantor. Durant trying to break free. The shot's good from Cantor.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Singler dishes to Durant. Can't get it to go. Pulls up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a... The Kings trailing. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Enes Kanter. Kyle Singler is up there with Durant. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Foy in the 1.
That's his second personal.
And one thing about Ben McLemore, he can be an absolute lights-out shooter. Last season was a big improvement over his rookie campaign. Up in field goal, three-point, and free throw accuracy. Really just scratching the surface in terms of his potential. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Jesus.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court. And